if you didn't have no money, you should have just done
Respectfully, I'm not paying for your steak, and I'm not paying for your mac and cheese. I'm not paying for your mashed potatoes. I'm not paying for your 5,000 drinks. So the bill's $516. So I'm gonna just take out what I got, and then y'all can just split the bill on y'all own.
Nah, but everybody's splitting the bill. So why are you taking out what you got?
Respectfully, if you didn't have no money, you should have just done
Respectfully, I'm not paying for your steak, and I'm not paying for your mac and cheese. I'm not paying for your mashed potatoes. I'm not paying for your 5,000 drinks. I mean, I know I paid the restaurant. I told Nas before that I was splitting my bill, and I'm not paying with y'all because I told you what it was. Go through the messages.
Nah, you should have just stayed home.
It doesn't matter. It is a birthday gift.
When you go to somebody's birthday, then you spend bread.
I'm sorry. Why y'all getting so loud? Why y'all getting so loud? Nas, get your people incorrect because I'm not paying for their stuff. I'm not paying for their stuff. Respectfully, I got myself chicken wings and French fries.
here until the bill is paid.
Oh no. Y'all gonna stay here and split the bill.
I can pay for my stuff, baby.
Yeah. And nobody said y'all couldn't pay for y'all stuff, but all I'm saying is I'm not paying for y'all stuff. So I'm gonna go tell the waiter to split my shit, and y'all can figure it out. 7 wings.
If that makes your pockets feel better, babe.
It does. It's gonna make my shit feel way better.
Yeah, I guess.
I hope so.
Alright, so Alex.
You didn't come out with money tonight, so you need to split
Alex, just can you put my bill on a separate thing, please? Cause I don't know why they talking jazzy over here.
Nah, there's only one.
All right, so y'all want to know what happened after the dinner? I paid for what the I got. I did not split bills with nobody that ordered a steak and ordered 25,000 margaritas. Like, I was never doing it. For those that are in my comments saying they agree with me, I really appreciate y'all and I really love y'all. And for those that saying that I'm broke and that I should never went outside if I didn't want to split the bill, then bitch, next time I go out to dinner, pay for my meal, because obviously you know how much money I got in my motherfucking pockets. I understand going out to dinner for a birthday, like, you know, you're supposed to split the bill if it's reasonable. But if I'm ordering, like, you know, small little items that's below $20, why would I pay for somebody that's ordering a steak that's already $60? And on top of that, niggas is buying refills and refills and refills at the dinner table. Like, I feel like that's just not fair, and I was never gonna go for that at all. I mean, listen, me and Nas, we're still Gucci because, you know, Nas knows who I am and how I roll. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But just the girls that was at the dinner, they not fucking with me. And honestly, I don't even get. So, yeah. That I was splitting my bill and I'm not paying with y'all because I told you what it was. Go through the messages.
The way that they gaslit her is wild. Like, these people are upset because they all went out to this fancy restaurant. Everybody else ordered all these drinks, all this shit, blah, blah, blah. You know the deal. And then comes time to pay the bill. And this is like a $500-some bill. And the girl's like, look, I got wings and fries and I'm paying for my bill. And that's when it went south. They're trying to say, oh, you picked this expensive restaurant, blah, blah, blah. But she said also, like, check the text. I said that I will be paying for my own stuff, you know? And at the end of the day, like, everything that they're firing at her is what she should have been firing at them. Like, this girl said respectfully multiple times, informed them to, like, hey, why are you getting loud? You know, and try to talk it out. And, like, at the end of the day, they're like, well, if you can't afford to go out, just say that. If your pockets hurt, just say that, which is just diabolical. Like, it's the level of delusion in people that they're not embarrassed to, like, actually say that out loud. Like, girl, like, the first thing I thought is, like, no, you're the one making a scene because you have to pay for your own 17,000 drinks and 53 appetizers. Like, that's weird. Like, I just feel like if you go to a restaurant and you ever order more than what you could pay for in a pinch, like, you're doing it wrong. Like, I don't care who invites me, who I go with, how many times they tell me it's paid for, how many times, you know, yada, yada, yada. My anxiety is not going to let me attend unless I have every single dime that I need to pay. And if not, I'm not going. And I think that that's the problem here. Like, clearly these people were banking on her. Like, I want to know the backstory because there was too much animosity. There's too much animosity thrown around over just one time being like, hey, I'm just paying for mine. You know, like, they were mad. Which makes me think, like, in situations like that, it's very likely that this has happened multiple times before, as in, like, you know, this girl continuously goes out and people are continuously, like, expecting her to split everything, but, you know, ordering beyond their means. And, you know, this feels a whole lot like the last straw. Like, she was like, I'm good. And, you know, the really wild thing, like, this is the really wild thing. Like, I feel like the waiter had to been in on it, because did you see how nasty he was when he said, well, it's getting split, like, your bill is, like, and they're like, yeah, like, it's weird. Like, waiter, if you don't want to pay the bill, if you don't want to pay my way, then you might want to bring me my goddamn ticket. Like, how dare he? This whole situation was just wild. Like, don't do that. Don't be that friend. Don't be that friend group. Like, if you can't pay for your food, shut the fuck up, because that's your fault. Wash some dishes. Do something. Some other cliche. Weird. Don't treat your friends like this.
The bill's $5.16, so I'm gonna just take out what I got, and then y'all can just split the bill on your own.
Nah, but everybody's splitting the bill, so why are you taking out what you got?
Respectfully, if you didn't have no money, you should have just done it.
Respectfully, I'm not paying for your steak, and I'm not paying for your mac and cheese. I'm not paying for your mashed potatoes. I'm not paying for your 5,000 drinks.
You would have called me broke because I'm not going half on nobody's meal. Especially a meal I ain't even eat. I couldn't imagine going half on a bitch house salad, bitch, and I only eat Caesar. Then they screaming in the video, or it's giving broke, or it's giving y'all should have stayed home. No, it sound like y'all should have just sat at the bar and paid separately. I'm not paying for no bitch steak that I have a piece of. I got shit up. The way I'm spending the bill, bitch, if I had a little bit of everything on a table. Down to a little sip of your drink, a little sip of her drink, a little sip of their drink, some of your appetizers, some of her appetizers, some of her appetizer, and bitch, some of his entree, your entree, their entree, bitch, I would have had to have a piece of everything for me to split the bill. Because splitting the motherfucking bill would inquire, I participated in that steak plate you had, that fucking spinach and artichoke dip. If I ain't getting no sugar on my lip from the motherfucking rim of your strawberry margarita, or a little grease on my shirt from your steak, or a piece of chip stuck in my mouth from your spinach artichoke, bitch, you got me. Y'all hoes be doing too much when y'all go out to eat, knowing damn well if the bill could come up to your half of your rent, bitch, you can't afford it. First of all, we need to make sure wherever we going, they can split the bill if it's more than 5 people.
The bill's $5.16, so I'm gonna just take out what I got, and then y'all can just split the bill on your own.
Nah, but
Respectfully.
everybody's splitting the bill, so why are you taking out what you got?
Respectfully, if you didn't have no money, you should have just done it.
Respectfully, I'm not paying for your steak, and I'm not paying for your mac and cheese.
Period.
I'm not paying
I got
your
money
mashed
for
potatoes,
myself.
I'm not paying for your
For me?
5,000
You didn't have
drinks.
any out yet because you knew this was an expensive restaurant, so why?
I mean, I know I paid the restaurant. I told Nas before that I was splitting my bill. I'm not paying with y'all.
Ahead of time.
Because I told you what it was. Go through the messages.
Why y'all getting loud?
Nah, you should have just stayed home now.
It doesn't matter. It is a birthday gift.
You gotta, when you go to someone's birthday, then you spend bread.
You can't call me broke. You can't check my pockets because I want to pay for my meal. Because I want to pay for what I ate. Knowing me, I'm gonna pay for the birthday boy or birthday girl food too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay for my meal and then they meal. If I'm going to a birthday dinner, 9 times out of 10, I want to make it as simple and easy as possible for the server. I was a server. I know what it's like. So the meal I get ain't going to be complicated. I'm not finna buy a whole bunch of drinks because I gotta drive. I'm not planning on being here for hours. And from the jump, I'm gonna tell the server, hey, put my food on a separate ticket from the jump. Pro tip, if you're going in with a large group of people, if you want to make like the server like life easier and you know you're splitting the checks, whoever you're paying with, order together. So that way they can put all of the orders on their own separate tickets. You're not finna shame me because I don't want to pay for all y'all gazillion drinks and y'all steaks and macaroni and this. It's not about the birthday girl. I'll pay for the birthday girl. That's neither here nor there. It ain't y'all birthday. You ain't finna call me broke for that. Young lady, they are not your friends. They are not your friends.
Okay, so I saw the aftermath of this girl's video when she was walking in the parking garage and she was saying how she didn't feel bad or she didn't feel wrong about like not wanting to split this meal. Because if you look at her video, it says respectfully, if you order steak and a million drinks, don't expect me to split the bill. And I feel her. In my 34 years of living, I've seen and notice that once you stand on business about your finances, the one that is quick to get loud and call you broke or try to sit here and peer pressure and bully you into like agreeing with that shit is actually the broke bitch. That's the bitch who really don't go out like that. That's the bitch who is bad, but it's not hitting how it hit. Like it gives floor mattress type shit. Like not even on some like, oh, an oriental style, oriental life. No, she got a blow up mattress on the floor type shit. But The one time she goes out with her friends, the one time that she can be an opportunist and take advantage of being in a luxury place, she do shit like that. She order big, drink big, eat big, and then try to claim people broke. Bitch, you don't have a real bed. Like, based on from what I've seen, I shit you not, you guys, it's the girls who don't have much that are the loudest. She's actually broke. She's actually broke, and she's upset that, damn, my plan of manipulating people into paying for my tab is not going to work. Because I guarantee you, that was a big group, and they thought, oh, everybody will be down to split it because it's 500. So everybody, like, for example, let's say sis that was in the video, the picture of the girl, let's say she ordered like maybe $20 worth of food, right? Fair. 35 the most. Fair. She shouldn't have to pay 80 something dollars because y'all want to split the shit even. You get what I'm saying? Fuck. She's spending unnecessary extra 50 something dollars because a bitch want to sit here and have a good time. No, I don't know. That gives just real bum ass leech energy. She want to call her broke. Bitch, you're broke. I commend her. I commend her.
I really feel like this is a young people problem. Because I think by the time we're like 40 going out to dinner, most of the time it's probably I'm going to cover the check because my friend paid for something else or whatever. One of us is just going to cover the check. And if we have to, we'll figure it out later. I will either send you the cash or we're going somewhere else and I'll just pay whatever. But I feel like this is a young person's issue. And my advice in situations like this is take a gander at the menu before you go out. Figure how much, like you need to plan what you're gonna eat. Know how much your drinks are. Know how much your food is. Know how much the tax and gratuity is gonna be. And when the bill comes, if you are like, if it's a birthday dinner or whatever, add a couple 20s on top of whatever you're gonna pay to cover, you know, what the birthday person. Bring your cash. Leave your cash on the table and then you can just get up and go. And like, they don't have to ask what you had. You can say, oh, I had X, Y, and Z, because then they in that situation that they're in right now, if you have your cash and you give them your cash and say, this is my portion, this covers the gratuity, the tip, my portion of the tip, and this is what I'm putting towards the birthday person's dinner, then they can just go ahead and split it 6 ways. Have cash. Cash will save you, and also do your math so that you know exactly what you're having. I don't like to do this. I don't go out in big groups like that anymore for this reason, for this specific reason. And if I do what I just said. Like, I'm going to know what I'm going to eat. I'm going to know gratuity. I'm going to add it all in, and I'm going to drop probably $100 because if my shit was $40, their shit is probably going to be a little bit more than that or something. I'll just drop $100 because that's an easy flat thing. Y'all deal with the rest amongst yourselves. But I'm not going to sit here at the table and nickel and dime and do all that because I really don't even care what y'all had. And it's not even a thing of how much anybody is drinking and all of that. But I'm paying for my shit. And also, when I go out to eat, 9 times out of 10, we're keeping the pace of, like, the group is keeping the pace. If we all get a drink, we all got a drink. But also, if I go out with 4 people and I didn't get a drink, I'm not gonna nickel and dime that. We can split the bill, or I'll have my cash. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. I'm not somebody that's gonna nickel and dime. Now, if I know that I'm not drinking, there are just too many ways. I think people just don't think. If I know that I'm not drinking, and I know that this is a group that drinks, I'm probably just not going to go, because if y'all have 6 drinks and I don't have any, that's easily $100 right there. We're not the same type of group. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's what could save the whole thing, is just knowing your groups. Like, stop going out with groups of 12 and you don't like 6 of the people, because whatever they order, if you only have the Caesar salad, you're going to be pissed that they want you to put in on whatever. Have your cash. And if you are friends with all 12 of them, have your cash. So that way you are ready to go. And when they want to start chatting back and forth and all of that, you can just excuse yourself. I feel like that solves the problem. I don't know why people don't just do that, but there you go. Or this is getting a little bit in the weeds, but you could even order your drink from the bar and just have them bring it over. That way you've already paid for your drinks. I don't know. There are ways to go about this, but just to keep it simple, I would just have already looked at the menu, figured out what my bill was going to be, add a couple 20s on top of that, and be done with it, girl. Because I'm not about to be arguing with y'all at the table. Like, y'all getting loud, people looking at us, the server's ready to go. She done been clocked out for 30 minutes, but y'all are still sitting at the table trying to figure out how to pay the whole bill. Like, that's ghetto. I'm not doing that.
Here we go again. Let me know what you think about this conversation, this story down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thoughts. Love to know what you guys think, okay? So let's have this conversation. First of all, I feel like she said, she doesn't even walk around with some of the girls there, but it's a friend group, like it's a friend's birthday, so other of his friends and all that. And I feel like if it's in that type of contest, I don't think that there should be any form of sharing bill. Order what you want to order, pay the bill. Like, everybody pay for what you bill, because we're not friends like that. We're not a circle, okay? And I do understand you want to show up for your friend that is the celebrant and all that. I personally, like the last creator said, maybe it's an age thing. I don't go to those type of big girls. If I'm going out on dinner and all that, I'm going out with my friends. And at that point, I don't mind for us to share the bill. I don't mind to just drop. I already have a particular amount of money I want to spend for that dinner in my head. I just drop it. Even if it's above what I order is less than that. Sometimes I do. Sometimes, in fact, the last dinner I had with some of my friends, we went ahead and we just everybody ordered a dish of food, and it was like a Japanese restaurant. Everybody ordered that of food, and the food was just put on the table. There was so much food, and we were all just eating from everybody's food and all that. And we ordered 2 bottles of wine, and we're switching the wine, both the white and the red wine, we're switching it. And when it was time to pay, splits, and everybody is happy. That is the type of outing I go when it's time to split the bill. Like, that is type. Then also, sometimes I go out with, like I said, I've told you guys a couple of times here on my channel how my friendship, my circle, like we take our friendship almost like a relationship. We take ourselves out for dinners and all that. Sometimes some dinners can be on me. If I'm the one taking my friend out on a dinner, like, that's on me. Like, I'm going to pay effortlessly for the two of us. Like, I'm taking my girl out like that. And if it's my girl taking me, sometimes I just show up pretty and she's taking care of the bill. Sometimes we're like, okay, we're going out. We decide to go out together, and then we'll decide we want to go out together, and then one person card will just cover the whole thing, and then the other person just knows how much, oh, this is how much we paid for that dinner, and then send the cash to the other person the other time. Like, I just feel like it gets to, like, I'm not at that age in my life where I'm going out with people that I don't rock with. I'm not at a place in my life where I'm going out with people that I will not want to show up. And like, I already did a video where we're talking about how a lot of friendship is dead because of financial, and some people can't even come out to say they don't have it like that and all that. And it's fine. Like, people think calling people broke is an insult. I don't understand. Are we not all broke here at this point? Like, I don't understand. Are we all not trying to just get by the day and just make ends meet? So I don't understand why someone's like, oh, that means you're broke. See, if those are your true friends, if those are your real circle, and you people are authentic to each other, this should not even be a thing, because this conversation would have been had. You just know, like, everybody, like, there are certain things, so certain friendship that you know, and you know the person's pattern. And clearly, this is that she likes paying for her thing and rest and all that. And so be it. That's where the respect comes in. You respect, okay, that's what you want, fine. And the other group, you people want to split, you people can split. I don't even know the rocket science around this, but this group, the group of where you people are poor shaming or broke shaming the other person just because, no, it's uncalled for. Like, she does not want to, she's not even saying that she's not going to pay. And the truth is that when you see people that are pressed about splitting the bills, most times you see them, they'll split the bills, and they'll come to this type of gathering and say, oh, they were splitting the bills. No, in their head, like, oh, we're splitting the bills. And then they start ordering things that they did not. I went out on one group, story time. I went out on one group. Apparently, we're all Nigerians traveling, so we kind of like, it was a group of, I won't call them friends, it's associates. And by the time we had dinner together, I was calculating my own in my head. I'm not going to do, oh, okay, how much? I was calculating how much I was ordering. Once I want to order something, I just circle it, I type it on my phone, I know what I've ordered and how much it is. And when it was time, they brought the bill. I already pressed my calculator and know what I want, what I've ordered, and I was ready to pay. And everybody was like, oh, I said, yeah, that's what I ordered. I said, no, that's not what you ordered. I said, that's what I ordered. This is it. I just showed them. I said, this is what I ordered. And I paid, and I allowed them to keep on pressing their calculator because I've done that. So if you're going out with people that are really not your people, me personally, I don't see the reason why you're paying for what other people eat. Because I remember there was a particular girl in that gathering. She's not really my cup of tea. She was ordering everything like, oh, I want to try this, like, you try it, but you will pay. You get it? So yeah, but I just feel like people now, I just go out with my people, and if anybody can really meet up with the bill and I can, fine. And I know if I cannot, which it has happened a couple of times, where I remember on my birthday, my friends, they took me out and they didn't even allow me to pay the bill. They were like, no, the bill is on us. They all split the bill among themselves, and that was it. So those are the type of people, like, imagine me going out with that same friends, and I will know one of them was saying that, oh, you know what, I'll show up for them. So that's the type of friendship that I keep. Those are the type of dinner date I go out with friends. I don't do. It's not working that way. Anyway, guys, go down in the comment section, share your thought. Love to know what you guys think about these conversations down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversations. So go ahead, feel free, share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. This is